Now, with PlayStation, you will believe an ass this fat can fit into a package this small.
I'm not fat. I'm getting in shape.
Have been betrayed. The peace we once knew shattered like glass. First came the goblins, then underpants gnomes, vampire kids, hippies, crab people.
South Park video game, coming to stores soon.
Yeah, and if you believe that, I got a big floppy wiener to dangle in your face.
Lately, I found myself grappling with life's numerous uncertainties and the countless challenges it persistently presents. As the weight of these hurdles mount, I've discovered solace in the blissful escapism provided by watching random episodes of the groundbreaking adult animated television series, South Park. Growing up, I was keenly aware of the immense popularity that surrounded this iconic show. Many of my closest friends were devoted fans. However, due to the explicit content and humor often deemed unsuitable for my age, my parents enforced a strict ban on my watching it during my formative years. Despite these well-intentioned restrictions, I occasionally managed to sneak a peek at the show, and its unrivaled hilarity never failed to amuse and entertain me. It wasn't until I reached a tumultuous period of middle school that I began watching episodes more frequently, indulging in the controversial humor that had captured the heart of millions. I remember so distinctly watching some episodes with some of my good friends, even making like a newscast team similar to how they had it in this show. I don't even know how to explain it. Anyway. It took a considerable amount of time for me to truly commit to the endeavor of catching up with the entire series, spanning its numerous seasons and hundreds of episodes. Fast forward to the present day, and I've now watched almost every episode of this trailblazing show, becoming very well versed in its unique blend of satire, wit, and cultural commentary. As I've embarked on my journey as a content creator on YouTube so far, exploring various topics and forms of media, I found myself increasingly captivated by the immersive world of South Park, its vibrant array of characters, and its distinct brand of humor. This enthrallment has often served as a welcome distraction as I worked on other projects, allowing me to momentarily escape from the pressures of content creation, my job, and other aspects of daily life. I want to clarify that the primary focus of this video is not intended to be a comprehensive retrospective or in-depth analysis of the show itself, although I do harbor a keen interest in creating such content in the future. Rather, this video is dedicated to an equally fascinating aspect of the South Park universe. South Park: The Stick of Truth, an enthralling video game adaptation of the beloved series. When I was trying to figure out what game to play for a video next, I decided it was finally time to play this game. Developed under the watchable supervision and creative guidance of Matt Stone and Trey Parker, show's ingenious creators, the game encapsulates the same irreverent humor and undeniable charisma that has endeared South Park to its vast legion of fans for over 2 decades, including myself. As we immerse ourselves in the action-packed world of South Park through this role-playing game, we will delve deeper into its engaging gameplay mechanics, the captivating storyline that drives the narrative, and the intriguing development process by which the game was brought to life, remaining faithful to the essence of its source material. This undertaking required a delicate balance of humor, gameplay, and narrative that could only be achieved through a close collaborative relationship between the developers and the creators. The resulting game is a testament to the power of this collaboration. Throughout this journey, we'll investigate the ways in which South Park: The Stick of Truth has become an integral part of the show's enduring legacy. The game has not only provided fans with a new way to engage with their favorite characters and settings, but it's also introduced the world of South Park to a new generation of gamers who may not have been familiar with the show before. The game has further cemented South Park's position as a cultural touchstone, demonstrating its continued relevance and adaptability in an ever-changing entertainment landscape. So, get up, grab a snack, and maybe a nice refreshing drink, and get ready to hear me ramble. I'm Drakey Berg, and this is South Park: The Stick of Truth, the sweet taste of satire. To give a bit of background, Trey Parker and Matt Stone embarked on their careers in the mid-90s. Their passion for satire and comedy shines through their work as they consistently push boundaries within their controversial and politically charged humor. Both hailing from Colorado, like me, they met at the University of Colorado Boulder, which some of my friends also attend. I want to shout them out. Anyways, they went on to create South Park, which premiered in 1997, chronicling the adventures of four boys, Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny, in the fictional town of South Park, Colorado. The show is known for its razor-sharp wit and hilarious satire, tackling topics ranging from pop culture to political and social issues. Quickly gained a reputation for unapologetic irreverence, earning Parker and Stone both praise and criticism. The evolution of South Park can be observed through changes in animation, storytelling, and character development. Initially animated using construction paper cutouts, the show transitioned to computer-generated imagery while preserving its distinct visual style. This shift allowed for more intricate visuals and streamlined production. In terms of storytelling, South Park has evolved from episodic adventures to more serialized narratives, featuring story arcs that span multiple episodes, including some episodes that allude to this game in particular. Trey Parker and Matt Stone's decision to venture into the gaming industry was a natural progression of their creative ambitions. Recognizing the potential for a South Park video game, they aimed to bring the essence of the show into an interactive format. They partnered with Obsidian Entertainment, a renowned RPG developer known for titles like Fallout New Vegas and Pillars of Eternity. Obsidian's expertise in crafting immersive RPG experience aligned with Parker and Stone's vision for a South Park game that captured the show's humor, satire, and spirit. This collaboration resulted in South Park: The Stick of Truth, released in 2014, and its eventual sequel, South Park: The Fractured Butthole, in 2017. However, the game's development faced challenges. Delays arose due to publisher changes when the original publisher, THQ, filed for bankruptcy in 2012. Ubisoft subsequently acquired the game's rights, causing further delays as the development team adapted to the new partnership. Content censorship was another obstacle, with some regions like Australia and Europe demanding removal or modification of content deemed inappropriate or offensive. Parker and Stone navigated these restrictions while preserving the show's signature edginess and provocative humor. Perhaps the most significant challenge was maintaining the essence of South Park in an interactive medium. Parker and Stone were heavily involved in the game's development, writing the script, supervising visuals, and providing character voices. Their hands-on approach ensured the game's authenticity, delivering an experience that felt like an extension of the show. It is worth noting that Matt and Trey's deep involvement was a response to past failures when other companies attempted to adapt their characters for video games. Despite these hurdles, the partnership between Parker, Stone, and Obsidian Entertainment resulted in a critically acclaimed game that successfully brought the world of South Park to life in a captivating interactive experience. Let's hop in.
Taking this for you, 'cause I wanna feel like I'm supposed to.
The Stick of Truth was released on March 4, 2014, and begins in a very visually appealing art style, with Cartman delivering a speech about the ongoing war between the Kingdom of Koopa Keep and the Elves for the Stick of Truth, a powerful artifact that grants its possessor control over the entire universe. After Cartman introduces the significance of the Stick of Truth, he then guides us in creating our character. The character selection is very cool, and I had a blast trying to recreate myself in South Park form. I think I did quite alright. A newcomer to South Park who moves to the town with our parents to escape a troubling past. To distract from these memories, right out of the gate our parents encourage us to make new friends. Venturing outside, we immediately encounter Butters, battling an elf-clad kid. After scaring the elf away and befriending Butters, we learn that Butters is our next door neighbor and a paladin. Butters brings us to Koopa Keep to meet Grand Wizard Eric Cartman and join the game. Cartman, leader of the clan, composed of humans such as Butters, Scott, Princess Kenny, and Clyde, names us douchebag, regardless of if we want to be called that or not. I knew this was coming, so I gave in. We are then tasked with selecting one of our four classes: fighter, mage, thief, or of course, Jew, before purchasing a weapon and engaging in our first battle against Clyde. After we defeat Clyde, we are shown the Stick of Truth, an actual wooden stick, as the elves launch an attack on our base, which is Cartman's backyard, I forgot to mention. Despite driving the elves off with our assistance, the elves are able to steal the stick, prompting Cartman to expel Clyde for failing to protect it while we are all battling. We are then given the quest to recruit Tweak, Tolkien, and Craig for the clan. During this quest, I learned that we could collect about 30 Chin Pokemon throughout the game, and the jingle when you find them is forever stuck in my head. Squeak is recruited after running an errand for him, using farts to kill meth dealers. We meet Mr. Slave, Token after defeating a guard at the front gate of his house, and Craig after a school rescue mission, where we also encounter the Ginger Hall Monitors and their boss.
Thanks to the new kid, our entire army is assembled. It is my belief that the new kid deserves to rank up in level. To honor his efforts, he will no longer be called Douchebag. New kid, I hereby dub thee Sir Douchebag. Congratulations.
I want to take some time to mention the partner characters as well. Throughout the narrative, you can have any of the main 4 boys plus Butters or Jimmy as your partner, who will walk around the map with you and battle alongside you. They also have super unique dialogue in different scenarios.
Sick, dude. Can't you pick somebody else to be your buddy?
I don't know. I find it really charming. Sorry to sidetrack. The clan learns that the stick is in the hands of the bard, Jimmy, a powerful level 10 elf. Once we learn of this information, we attack the Inn of the Giggling Donkey, Jimmy's house. And after a fierce battle, Butters, Kenny, and I defeat Jimmy and recover the stick. The day concludes with the kids, including myself, going home to sleep. But during the night, we're abducted by aliens, just as Cartman was, and Cartman gets an anal probe, and cancelled. We spend some time in the spaceship, running into Randy and even gaining an anal probe teleportation power. After Randy and us break free from our abductors and crash land into the South Park Mall, we wake up with a satellite dish in our anus, and have friended Randy on Facebook. I feel like this is a good time to mention Facebook friends, because I haven't already. Throughout the game, you befriend everyone that you encounter / do a quest for, and the more friends that you have, the more upgrades for your character that you can unlock. Anyways, Cartman then reveals that the elf stole the stick overnight, leading to a quest to recruit the goth kids to help us get it back, needing more power. While all this is happening, we infiltrate a construction site and discover the government's plan to contain the alien green toxin that turns people into Nazi zombies, which they do by saying the UFO is just an upcoming Taco Bell. I love that. As the Nazi zombies are unleashed upon the town, we complete our goth recruitment quest, and we are suddenly tasked with having to choose a side in the upcoming Stick of Truth battle. We invade the school where the elves and the ginger Nazi zombies reside. Ultimately, we confront either Kyle or Cartman, using our powerful control over our anus to defeat one of the two. I chose Cartman's side in this playthrough, which I just felt like I had to. I mean, he brought me in as the new kid and let me play instantly. I barely know Kyle, and they all kidnapped me, bruh. It just makes sense narratively. Back to the story. After defeating Kyle, we learn that Clyde has stolen the Stick of Truth and assembled an army of darkness using the Nazi zombies, creating a fortress of his own. Before we can do anything though, our parents ground us, missing our curfew. While in our room, we awaken during the night to underpants gnomes.
Oh shit, he's awake! What? This kid is awake!
They give us the power to shrink down, and we can go on a little adventure through our house, killing rats, seeing our parents do something I can't show on here, and eventually fight the gnomes themselves. We awake in the morning once we're crushed by our parents and are tasked with recruiting various factions, including the girls. This task did take some time, might I say. In the process of trying to get the girls to join our side, we had to fight zombie fetuses.
You don't understand. Khloe Kardashian was in here this morning. She had the biggest abortion I've ever seen.
Do an abortion on Randy.
Oh, that's cold, that's cold.
Travel all across Canada, where I love that it was 16-bit.
Very well. I hereby grant thee access to the great nation of Canada. Open the gate! Oh, I'll do it. Hold on. There we go.
Where we finally gathered the info the girls so desperately desired, even running into Terrence and Philip in the process. We also went and recruited others that we've met in the story to launch an attack on Clyde's fortress. We defeat Craig and his clones, rescue the town from a snook, which was located at Mr. Slave's anus.
Well, all I remember was that there were these big government guys, and they wrestled me to the floor at my house. And then I remember thinking, well, this is fun, but wait, is that a thermonuclear device? I'd had some drinks, so putting a thermonuclear device up my ass wasn't completely out of the question. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bringing Kyle along with us, and confront Clyde in his throne room. After a climactic final battle with a revived chef, who is now a Nazi zombie, Cartman retrieves the stick and the kids celebrate. However, the government arrives and tries to persuade us, now revealed as Dovahkiin, to join them as we are phenomenal at making Facebook friends. As we have all game, we don't say a word. Suddenly, Kenny betrays the group, prompting a final battle in which we ultimately use a forbidden fart technique to save the day, farting on Kenny's balls, killing him after we battle him while he was alive and undead. I honestly wouldn't be able to see the game ending any other way.
Nice job, team.
Arguably the most iconic aspect of South Park is Kenny's death and nonchalant rebirth, and of course that would be the final boss, killing Kenny. As South Park rebuilds and the kids realize the lengths that they went to for the stick, they decide to end the game by throwing into Stark's pond. When asked what game to play next, our character responds,
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
to which Cartman retorts,
Wow, what a dick.
marking the end of the story. Now, this is not the end of the game, of course. The Stick of Truth is filled to the brim with side quests and missions all throughout that add to the world building of an already beautiful rendition of the South Park world. Characters in the game give you side quests, you can battle alongside the likes of Mr. Kim and Jesus, help Mr. Hanky find his kids.
Wait, where the fuck are my kids? What do you mean, where are the kids? You're supposed to be watching them out back, Autumn. No!
And even run into the woodland creatures if you're lucky. There's so much more, but I don't want to spoil everything. But if you're a huge fan of South Park, don't forget to check out every nook and cranny. I have not completed the game 100% though. I would like to. I went into the game very blind, not knowing some specific things for trophies and such, so I need to play the game again at some point. I recommend if you're going to play Stick of Truth and want to 100%, look things up before you begin to play. Anyways, let's hop into the legacy and overall reception of the game. The Stick of Truth received widespread acclaim for its humor, gameplay mechanics, and story. Critics praised the game's writing and characterizations, which were true to the original show, as well as the seamless integration of the show's trademark humor and writing into the game's narrative.
Step forward now and fulfill your day. Your day. Your day, baby.
The turn-based combat system, reminiscent of classic RPGs, was also lauded for its simplicity and depth, still staying super true to the characters in the show in the process, actually feeling like children playing outside with one another. As of now, the game has sold over 5 million copies worldwide, making it a bestseller for Ubisoft. The game also received numerous awards and accolades, including the Best Performance Award at the 2014 VGX Awards for Trey Parker, as well as multiple nominations in various categories in the same award show. By successfully translating the show's humor and satire to the gaming context, the game demonstrated that mature satirical content could thrive in the gaming world if done right, which South Park has always been good at. This game has helped pave the way for other developers to explore the potential humor and satire in their games, pushing the boundaries of the gaming industry and helping to expand the medium's creative potential. The success of South Park: The Stick of Truth paved the way for future South Park games as well, such as the sequel, The Fractured But Whole, released in 2017. The Fractured But Whole, built upon the foundation laid by The Stick of Truth, further refines gameplay mechanics and expands the game's narrative scope. I'm planning on playing this game very soon, so look forward to a video of that. The continued success of South Park video games not only solidifies the franchise's place in the gaming industry, but also signals the potential for more innovative and humorous games from the series, which have actually been hinted to. I'm excited for. The game's commercial success and influence on the gaming industry, particularly in the realm of satire and humor, showcases its impact both on fans of the show and gamers alike. As the first in a series of successful South Park games, The Stick of Truth has left an indelible mark on the gaming landscape, paving the way for future titles that push the boundaries of satire and humor, and, well, for being licensed. Let's wrap this baby up. In the end, I cannot express enough how much I genuinely enjoyed my time with The Stick of Truth. As someone who's been unbelievably hyperfixated on South Park lately, this game has offered a truly unique experience that has only served to deepen my appreciation for the series. It's rare to find a video game adaptation that captures the essence of its source material so flawlessly, and The Stick of Truth has not only met but exceeded those expectations. The game allowed me to immerse myself in the world of South Park, interacting with the colorful and outrageous cast of characters that I've grown to love so much. It was like stepping into a brand new episode and experiencing it from a whole new perspective. This deep connection to the characters and their stories made the game not only enjoyable but also profoundly emotional, reminding me of my childhood in a lot of ways, minus all of the explicit and crazy shit. The humor and wit that are the characteristics of the South Park series were perfectly translated into the game, never failing to make me laugh out loud. The Stick of Truth has not only provided countless hours of entertainment for me, but it has also served as a reminder to have fun and not take things too seriously. It is in these moments of laughter and camaraderie that I truly felt connected to the world of South Park. In addition, the gameplay mechanics of the Stick of Truth were executed flawlessly, making the experience feel smooth and engaging. It's clear that the developers have poured their hearts and souls into this project, ensuring that it would be an unforgettable journey for both longtime fans and newcomers alike. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I'll be playing the sequel, The Fractured Butthole, at some point soon. The anticipation for the next adventure is almost palpable, as I eagerly await the opportunity to delve deeper in this world of South Park and uncover new stories, challenges, and emotions in a brand new game that I'm completely blind to. I'm so stoked. So, to wrap it all up, Stick of Truth has been a game that has truly touched my heart in ways that I didn't expect. It helped strengthen my love for South Park even more and all of its characters, allowing me to explore their world in a more interactive and unique way than ever before. The game stands as a testament to the enduring appeal of South Park and its ability to continually push boundaries and entertain audiences, leaving me with a huge sense of gratitude for this unique and refreshing adventure. If you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you would interact with this channel in any way, whether that's liking, commenting, or subscribing, that would be greatly appreciated. As always, I'm Drakeyberg. Have a good night.